Let's try saying, "Who is this?" in Japanese. To say that, let's start by saying this sentence. What is this? Do you remember how to say it? Great.
これは何ですか?
The Japanese word for what is na-ni, which in this case is pronounced nan. And here's how you say who in Japanese.
誰?
So how do you say, who is this? You guessed it right.
これは誰ですか?
That was easy. However, this may not actually be polite enough in real conversation. First of all, in Japanese, ko-rei can be used to refer to objects or to refer to yourself or your family. However, using this to refer to someone you are not very close to or to a superior can be quite rude. How can we make this more polite? Do you remember a more polite and formal version of ko-rei? Great job.
こちら.
And in Japanese, there is also a more polite version of who, like this.
どなた?
Therefore, when asking, who is this, phrasing it this way helps avoid sounding rude. Let's practice.
こちらはどなたですか? こちらはどなたですか?
Very good. Donata is actually a koso-ado word that belongs to the same group as anata.
こなた、そなた、あなた、どなた.
In the past, these words were used to politely refer to person. Of these, konata and sonata are no longer used in modern Japanese. However, anata is still used to mean you. And donata is used as a polite way of saying who. For the kochira part, you can also say this person, like this.
この方.
We've learned about kono and kata before. This is a polite way of saying this person. You can also make it even more polite by changing kono to kochira no. Let's practice all of them.
こちらはどなたですか? この方はどなたですか? こちらの方はどなたですか?
Wonderful. From now on in this lesson, we will only use donata to mean who, instead of da-re. Now let's learn how to say, whose is this? First, try saying, is this yours? You've completely mastered it now.
これはあなたのですか?
Very good. Now, can you change this to, whose is this? Once again, you guessed right.
これはどなたのですか?
You remember that adding the particle no to watashi makes it mine, and adding no to anata makes it yours. Similarly, adding no to donata makes it whose. Let's practice.
これはどなたのですか?
Also, this, in this question usually refers to a thing, not a person. So it's not rude to use ko-rei, no matter who you're talking to. Of course, you can also say kochira to be more polite. Let's practice.
こちらはどなたのですか?
Fantastic. Now you've got the basics down. Now try saying this. Whose car is that over there? Do you remember how to say, that thing over there? Great.
あれ.
Do you also remember, car? Amazing.
車、
And what about, whose car? That's it.
どなたの車、
So try saying, whose car is that over there? You nailed it.
あれはどなたの車ですか？
Excellent. Let's learn a new particle today. Let's say you got a call from your mother. This is how you say mother in Japanese.
母、
Good. In Japanese, we use different words when referring to one's own family and when referring to someone else's family. Let's look at some examples. Here are neutral ways to refer to father, mother, and siblings. In Japanese, different words are used to refer to siblings depending on whether they are older or younger. Let's practice. Father,
父、
mother,
母、
older brother,
兄、
older sister,
姉、
younger brother,
弟、
younger sister.
妹。
Very good. These words are used when referring to one's own family. When referring to other people's family members, you should use more polite expressions like this. Generally, you use the honorific, son. In some cases, you can add the prefix o to make the noun more polite. And the reading of the kanji can also change. Let's practice. Father,
お父さん、
mother,
お母さん、
older brother,
お兄さん、
older sister,
お姉さん、
younger brother,
弟さん、
younger sister.
妹さん。
Great. Now, let's go back to the story of the phone call from your mother. Let's try saying this. It's from my mother. The Japanese particle that corresponds to from is this.
から、
However, unlike the English from, the Japanese particle is placed after a word. So, this is how you say, from my mother.
母から、
Now, try saying, it's from my mother. My is usually omitted if it is clear from the context. Great.
母からです。
So how do you ask, is it from your mother? Super.
お母さんからですか？
This mother is someone else's mother, so this is a more polite way of saying it. Your is also usually omitted if it's clear from the context. Now for the final hurdle. Try asking, who is it from? Awesome. Since the mother part is unknown, you can substitute the interrogative word, who. Let's practice.
どなたからですか？どなたからですか？
Wonderful. Now, in the second half, let's practice conversations using the expressions you learned today. Today, Tanaka-san is showing a photo to his colleague, Yamada-san. First, listen to the whole conversation.
これはどなたの写真ですか？私の家族の写真です。田中さんの隣の方はどなたですか？これは私の兄です。ああ、お兄さんですか。じゃあ、この赤ちゃんは？兄の子供です。男の子ですか？女の子ですか？女の子です。
Now let's look at it sentence by sentence. Yamada-san is interested in the photo on Tanaka-san's desk. So she asks,
これはどなたの写真ですか？
whose photo is this? Shashin means photograph.
写真。
whose photo is said in the same way as whose car, which we practiced today. Let's practice.
これはどなたの写真ですか?
That's great. Tanaka-san responds.
私の家族の写真です。
It's a photo of my family. You're all probably already good at using watashi no. Kazoku means family.
家族
So, watashi no kazoku means my family.
私の家族
And if you connect this with shashin, using the particle no, it means a photo of my family. Let's practice.
私の家族の写真です。
Yamada-san asks about a person in the photo.
田中さんの隣の方はどなたですか?
Who is the person next to you, Tanaka-san? There's no need to explain Tanaka-san and kata. Tonari can mean adjacent spot, next door, etc.
隣
So, Tanaka-san no tonari means next to Tanaka-san. And Tanaka-san no tonari no kata is a polite way of saying the person next to Tanaka-san. As I mentioned before, second and third person pronouns such as anata, kare, and kanojo are not used very often in actual conversations in Japanese. When referring to people, it is more polite to use their name or honorific rather than personal pronouns whenever possible. So in this sentence, Tanaka-san actually means you. Let's practice.
田中さんの隣の方はどなたですか?
Great. Then Tanaka-san responds.
これは私の兄です。
This is my older brother. You already know the word, ani. Tanaka-san refers to his brother with the word, korei. When referring to your own family, you can use korei or kochi-ra. The phrases ko no kata and kochi-ra no kata would not be used in this case. This is because the word kata is a respectful word and, according to Japanese etiquette, is not used when referring to someone on your side. Let's practice.
これは私の兄です。
Very good. Yamada-san responds.
ああ、お兄さんですか。
Ah is an interjection used when something makes sense. Is that your older brother? This form is a question, but Yamada-san lowers the pitch at the end of the sentence. So it's not actually a question, but has the nuance of, is that so, or, I see. We learned earlier that when referring to someone's older brother, we use, oni-san. Let's practice the sentence.
ああ、お兄さんですか。
That's great. Yamada-san then continues with this question.
じゃあ、この赤ちゃんは?
We've seen ja before. It's like, well then. Aka-chan means baby. Aka means red, and it is said that this character is used for babies because their skin is reddish. Chan is a title like san and is used more casually when addressing children or close friends. Let's practice.
じゃあ、この赤ちゃんは?
Very good. Here's Tanaka-san's response to this.
兄の子供です。
Kodomo means child. Ani no kodomo is used when referring to one's own older brother's child. Let's practice the sentence.
兄の子供です。
Good. And one more question from Yamada-san.
男の子ですか? 女の子ですか?
Is it a boy or a girl? This is a standard phrase when asking about a child's gender. This is how you say boy and girl in Japanese.
男の子。女の子。
A literal translation of this would be, is it a boy? Is it a girl? Which means that two questions are being asked in a row. In Japanese, questions using, or, like this are asked as two questions in a row. For example, try asking this question. Right or left? Super.
右ですか？左ですか？
Great. Now, imagine you're waiting for an elevator. When the elevator arrives and you're not sure whether it's going up or down, can you ask this question in Japanese? Up or down? Amazing.
上ですか？下ですか？
In fact, these Japanese location words can also be used to refer to directions or things that are in that location. Now let's practice asking about the gender.
男の子ですか？女の子ですか？
Awesome. Tanaka-san answers like this.
女の子です。
The last one was super easy. Let's practice.
女の子です。
Now, let's practice the whole conversation once. Listen to each sentence and repeat it.
これはどなたの写真ですか？私の家族の写真です。田中さんの隣の方はどなたですか？これは私の兄です。ああ、お兄さんですか。じゃあ、この赤ちゃんは？兄の子供です。男の子ですか？女の子ですか？女の子です。
Now let's do some role playing. First, in part 1, you'll play the role of Yamada-san. Then, in part 2, you'll play the role of Tanaka-san. Let's get started. Hajime.
私の家族の写真です。これは私の兄です。兄の子供です。女の子です。これはどなたの写真ですか？田中さんの隣の方はどなたですか？ああ、お兄さんですか。じゃあ、この赤ちゃんは？男の子ですか？女の子ですか？
Great job, everyone. Now that you're pretty familiar with sentences using nouns and pronouns, in the next lesson we'll learn about adjectives. See you again.
ではまた。